Hi everyone, if you miss my old driving videos, I've got some great news for you in this video. I'm going to be telling you about the future of First Drive, some exciting changes I've got planned, and I'm going to explain why I haven't been making many driving videos lately. So you may know that over the last few years I've been concentrating on my therapy work, and that's been important to me because I've been building up my videos on my website for that. But I've now done that as much as I really need to do, and there are still lots of therapy videos coming. But one of the reasons I've not been doing driving videos apart from that is because quite simply my kit that I use to record stuff has been getting quite old. I haven't had much to do today, so I just went upstairs and had a look through my drawers, if you'll excuse the expression. The drawers as in like desks in the drawer, and I've got this drawer full of recording equipment, and after having looked at it, it's in a bit of a sorry state. So I thought I'd show you. One reason I've not been recording is because I've simply blown up all my cameras, most of them. This is pedal cam, and I'm going to come and stand by the camera so I can show you this. I need to pick up this, and this is one example. I mean, look at this. This is the dictaphone I use with a microphone plugged in to record the audio. I got this in 2014. I remember when the World Cup was on in Brazil, and it's falling apart. It still works well, but it's falling apart. So I'm going to pick this up and just look at the state of pedal cam. I hope you can see this. See the scratches on it, the dents. Look at the sticker, it's worn out. Look at the dents and the scrapes and the scratches on it. It's all looking a bit old and tired. If I show you my GoPro mount, look at this. It's broken. It's snapped off. I hope you can see there. It's snapped off because it's so well used. My GoPro, I'll show you this to begin with. This is the frame that holds my GoPro on the windscreen, and look at it. It's seen better days. Look at the state of the suction cup mounts for pedal cam. This is what sticks pedal cam to the windscreen when it's used as a dash cam. It's so old. I don't know if you can see, it's yellow, it's mouldy. It doesn't even stick anymore. It's just completely gone. It's knackered. So this itself, this is what's filmed many of my videos. This is the GoPro Hero 4 Silver. Yeah, the GoPro 12 is coming out in a few weeks, and I've got the GoPro 4. This came out in 2015 and it doesn't work. It's completely dead. It's any amount of resets, hard resets, hold the buttons in, it's just dead. Turned it on a few weeks ago, the screen went all faint and it kind of went zzz, and it just went dead, and it's completely dead. So it's time for that to go and be recycled or resold or whatever's going to happen to it. Don't know if you can see even on there, the button is so dirty. The mode button is so filthy. So yeah, it's all looking a bit old and shabby. The microphone, this falls apart. This it all needs updating. Even the computer I use is now over 5 years old. Got that when I moved in this house. Now, don't worry, I'm not asking for donations. It's not because I haven't got the money. It's just because I actually quite like using things for as long as I can until they die. I don't believe in just buying new things every year or whatever. The camera you're watching me on now, that camera is five years old, and it was already about 2 years old. Got it second hand. So it's time for an update. There is some fun to be had in using old things. I know even I look older in my videos. When I watched one back the other day from 2013, I thought I looked so different back then. About 10 years ago, my hair was different and everything's different. I don't know if you've noticed these trousers. Have you noticed I've been wearing these for 10 years? I have got new trousers, but I just wear these for doing my videos. It's a bit of a tradition. Anyone notice my blue sweater jumper that I wear I've had that over 10 years. So anyway, it's all getting a bit old, and yes, it's all very well making do. There is a lot of fun. I remember once being in a car with a friend of mine that was about 25 or 30 years old. It was a classic Ford Escort. And we're going along the motorway at 70 miles an hour, and the whole wheel jammed up. Not actually like got a flat tyre. I think it was the CV joints. The whole wheel just locked up and was skidding down the motorway. 3 wheels, sparks flying up, and I thought it was hilarious. And I've still got a picture. I might still have of me going like this to the side of the motorway when the car was stuck. And people I work with who have anxiety will be having a meltdown if that happened, and I thought it was hilarious. Skidding across the motorway with smoke coming off the tyre. Anyway, the point of this is that things have got a bit old on first drive, and I've kind of let things slip a bit because I've been so busy with my therapy work and getting all that going. I've just made some changes to my website. I've removed the links page. Who uses those anymore? I've changed it so the links don't show to every page, on every page. That was quite annoying. You used to get this massive list of pages come up at the bottom. I've modernised it. So I am changing things. And for those of you that love my old driving videos, some good news is they are coming back. I was going to go and film one today, but that's when I realised the sorry state of my equipment. My dash cams are actually still quite good. They're 5 years old, but I've got 3 of those. I think one, so I've been laughing so much, one had a scratch on the screen. 2 of them have got scratches on the screen now. I was going to update those, but I went to buy the new ones, and there's a newer version of the one I've got, but it's got some fault at the moment where every time you turn it on, it resets all the settings back to default, and they're working on it, but I don't want to buy one till they've got that update ready. So it's all a bit old and needs updating. So I am going to film more videos, but I'd like you to let me know what driving videos you would like to see. You see, from my end, I have trouble judging what people like, because I made a video a few months ago, 4 months back, about spiral roundabouts, which is doing quite well. It's had about 3,000 views or something, and I wasn't even going to release that because I didn't like it. But the videos I don't like are always the ones that do really well. Which one was it? I released one once about someone braking in front of me, and I thought it's just a rubbish video. Put it together in 10 minutes, 1.5 million views. I think it's the most popular video I ever did. And I never understood some of the comments on that. People said it was called Brake Check a Learner Driver, and I was talking about don't brake check people, and someone left a comment, "You idiot, it's called a brake check." I thought, well, yeah, I know that. That's why it's in the title. But I don't get some people, they seem weird. Some people leave comments and you think if they watched the same video as me. But anyway, the trouble is I have trouble telling what videos people like, because sometimes I make ones like the ones I did on bay parking, which I thought were really useful. Hardly anyone watched them. I made one which I thought was really good. It was an interactive driving test. You could actually take part in the test by selecting what you would do, and it took you to different videos depending on what you pressed on the screen, which I thought was really innovative and clever, and no one watched it. About 1,500 views in 3 years. Now I should say, while we're on the topic, I don't really care about views and subscribers. You notice in my videos I never say, please like the video, please subscribe, please join my channel. I don't care about the what we call vanity metrics. I don't care about, look how many subscribers I've got, look how many views I've got. Somebody once asked me, why do you bother making therapy videos? Because they don't help anyone, they only have 200 views. Well, you need to understand, I'm not coughing because of that comment, I'm just coughing because I've been laughing and talking a lot. It's not about the number of views. I don't sit here thinking, oh wow, one of my latest ones had 30,000 views or something about the driving test. And I don't sit here with a big ego, look, everyone's watching me, I'm famous. I don't care about that. If I make a video and 200 people watch it and 200 people get great value from it, it's done its job. And that's what people don't understand. I know the driving anxiety ones aren't as popular. Of course they're not, because millions of people don't wake up every day thinking, oh, I really want to watch a video about driving anxiety. It's a very sort of, specialised thing. That's the point, right? People who've got the problem appreciate those videos, but they're not for the mainstream. But I don't want to get, to the point where I've got millions of subscribers and hundreds, thousands of views per video. I've never cared about that. I care about helping people, which is why I've made over 700 videos. And as far as I know, I think I was the first instructor ever on YouTube. Started in May 15th, 2008. I think it was May 15th. As far as I know, I've been on here longer than any other instructor, and I don't care about, being famous. Yes, I have been recognised quite a few times in the street. It's quite funny the number of times I've been in shops and I've been at the checkout. Several people have said, are you all that guy who does YouTube videos? And I do find it funny how many people recognise me, considering I've only got, 45,000, 43,000 subscribers, something like that. But if you don't appreciate it, if you just go blindly up 60, you'll be off the road.
I think I've cycled around here.
There's a lot of cycles going down there weekend. It's not a big cycle route.
I went to Stratford upon Avon, I think.
Yeah, if you can, you would have gone. What's that, man? Someone's alarm hanging out the window. Yeah, what else?
Why? You have two fingers up.
It's trying to cool down. So yeah, sorry to go off on a rant, but again, that's the kind of video I do. But I don't make videos to be famous. I don't care about making money from them. But you notice I don't do sponsorship deals. I had someone email me today wanting to pay for a promotion. I won't do it. I don't care about that stuff. I make videos to help people, and I make enough money for my business to not need to sell stuff on videos. So, bit of a rant, but just wanted to show you all these old things that need replacing. The old GoPro Hero 4, the old pedal cam, which still works. Pedal cam still works fine, but it's all a bit old. So let me know what videos you would like to see, because I could do any. I've got driving lessons. I've got a pupil at the moment who wants to film some, so maybe we could film those. Mock driving tests, I've done quite a few of those. What people want to see. Driving instructor training, I rarely do, especially film, because most people don't want to film it. But I would actually quite like to do some of that filmed. I think it'll be fun to see instructors teaching and helping them through the standards checks. I don't so much do part 1, part 2, part 3 so much, but I do like helping people with standards checks. If you don't know, that's where instructors have an examiner sit in the back and they get assessed. And the whole thing about driving test changing, I'll be doing videos on that. And there'll be more people than ever doing standards checks if that comes in. Yeah, what else is the therapy? I could film more sessions, I would love to, but it's too private. A lot of people have said I'd love to film it, but if I get upset, can we remove that part? I can't really, because that's the whole point, like the emotion, the crying, the anger, the talking about your family, your relatives, your boss. That's how you fix the problem. So I understand completely why people don't want to film that. I wouldn't want to film that. Even with all the videos I do, I would not put myself on YouTube. You have seen me crying in one video. I cried, I don't care about that. But talking about personal stuff, like, you know, your family stuff or whatever, I completely understand why people don't want that filmed. It's annoying because I would love to show people what I do with my therapy, but understandably people don't want it filmed. So what do you want to see? Driving lessons, driving tests, instructor training, hypnosis, hypnotherapy, Zoom sessions. I really do everything when it comes to driving. I'm probably the most complete instructor there is. I don't know many instructors that hypnotise people over Zoom on the other side of the world and get rid of the fears and phobias, and at the same time go out and do standards checks and driving lessons and all this. I really do everything to do with driving. Even my car is getting a bit older now. I've never had a car this long before. I've had it for 5.5 years, I think. Never had a car that long. I think it was 2.5 years before. So yeah, everything's getting a bit older, which doesn't mean it's worse. The car's fine. It's still a lovely car to drive. And you can't even get Fiestas anymore. But yeah, everything's changing, isn't it? The world, the environment, protests about everything, and the whole world seems to have changed in the last 3.5 years. It's all flipped on its head, and I haven't really kept up in terms of my equipment. Yeah, look at that, it's been broken for years. I've had that since 2015. It's what I filmed all the Lucy's lessons with. These mounts are good. These can go to 120 miles an hour with a camera on. Apparently, suction mounts are so strong, you stick them to something, you can't pull them off. So, I know it's been a bit of a long video. I didn't plan on it being this long, but I just wanted to let you know things are changing. There are massive changes coming next year, which are supposed to happen this year, but didn't. You'll see why when they do. But I am deciding on my new camera, so if you'd like to make any recommendations for dash cams or these, the GoPro Hero 12's coming out. But there is another camera you may know about, which came out recently, which is a lot better than GoPro. GoPros have a problem, if you don't know, where they overheat. You can only record for about 25 minutes in 4K, and they overheat. So I am uploading, or upgrading, all of my cameras, except maybe my dash cam, which I've meant to do a review of for a long time. I want to review it. People have said, can you show me how to install it? Let me know if you want to see that. But yeah, I've kind of not harmed my channel. It's gone in a good direction. My therapy videos are actually now quite popular. Some of them are doing really well, like 60,000 views, 20,000 views, but it's not about the views. But yeah, for those of you that miss the old days and the old first drive and the funny, like, I don't want to say funny, but you know, car crash videos and whatever, that kind of thing crashes on funny, but the kind of funny stuff I used to show on the road, I am still doing it. And it's time to upgrade it all and get back to that, because I've made enough therapy videos to last me over 6 months. I've got 6 months therapy videos made in advance. So I thought maybe I'll spend the rest of the summer, autumn and winter. I love the winter. I'll spend that time filming some more driving videos. And just got time to say, I am thinking of doing an advent calendar, maybe. It's a lot of work, 24 videos in 1 month, a new video every day in December. I don't know if I will. I don't know if we'll be driving or therapy or a bit of both. I have thought about doing an advent calendar of anxiety. But I don't know. What do you think? Is it too many videos in one go? Do you like that? What do you want to see? What kit do you recommend? Cars. What car would you like to see? Do you think it's time to go electric? Is that not the future? Is that going to die out? I've been watching videos on solar cars. Now electric cars are old. There's no solar cars. They have panels on the roof and you never need to charge them. And they work even in the UK with bad weather. They're brilliant. They're coming out in 2 years' time, 2025. You probably won't be able to get one for ages. The first one cost £250,000. but now they've got them down to I think £30,000. They look quite weird, but if it's free fuel, I'm sure the government will think of some way of taxing you on it, so don't worry about that. Anyway, sorry for the long, unplanned ranting video, but I just want to let you know I do care what people think. I know people miss my driving videos. I miss them as well. I do want to bring them back, and I will be. So let me know what kit you want to see. Let me know what you think. Check out these other videos on the screen now. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again soon for more videos.